Hello everyone, Marius here. So today I want to show you how you can play Maneater in VR. This is another batVR video, which means I will be sharing my settings in Reshade, OpenTrack and Joy-2-Key. So why Maneater? I'm a huge Sharknado fan. I think those movies are hilarious, and this game gives you that Sharknado feeling in a video game. However, it's like a really cool experience, and the 3D depth in this game is really beautiful. That is like a thing with Unreal Engine games in general. They tend to work really well with super depth 3D. And this is no exception. It looks really nice in the headset, in my opinion. And you get like that sense of speed, kind of, you know, it feels like very raw when you're playing it in the headset. But I'm gonna share some footage. If you have the VR Companion app, you can display this in your headset and you will see the 3D yourself. Okay, that's it folks. Maneater in VR. Let's do this.
Mr. Lee.
Okay folks, what is batVR? batVR is batch loading different software so we can play flat screen games in VR. Usually software we would be batch loading are OpenTrack, so that we can track the headset's movement in the game. We would also be batch loading either Virtual Desktop for the PC or the VR Companion app. The VR Companion app is free. However, it does not perform as well as Virtual Desktop for the PC. Virtual Desktop for PC costs $10 on Steam. Joy-2-Key is used to assign keyboard shortcuts to your gamepad. I recommend playing with a gamepad as it is, in my opinion, the most comfortable way to play. We also use Joy-2-Key to control Virtual Desktop for the PC or the VR Companion app. In most cases, we would be using Reshade. This is used to get stereoscopic 3D in the game we are playing. In some cases, it might be necessary to use other software as well. Like in games where you do not have a field of view slider, it might be nice to use a software like Flawless Widescreen. This is the case for example, Ghostwire Tokyo. So why play with batVR? So for one thing, if you use the VR Companion app, then playing batVR is totally free of cost. However, this does have some performance issues. So if you choose to play with Virtual Desktop on the PC, this, on the other hand, costs very little money. It only costs like $10 to get Virtual Desktop for PC. Another reason for playing games in your VR headset is that it's much more immersive than playing flat screen games on a flat screen. Personally, I kind of struggle with playing flat screen games after getting exposed to VR. So I always play my games in my headset. So how does batVR work? How it works is that you download my zip file for the game you want to play. This you want to extract to your local C drive. Okay? From here you want to double click the folder that has been created and you want to take a look at the installation guide. Here you will get information on how you can download Reshade, the VR Companion app, OpenTrack, Joy-2-Key, and other software if needed. You will also be able to read about how you can install batVR, either manually or with my batch installer. I also give some general information about things that are nice to know, such as how you can auto-detect a game in Joy2Key, so you don't have to choose your profile every time you are booting up, and how to do the same for OpenTrack. If you want to use my batch installer, you double-click on Installation, choose your headset, choose how you will be playing. For example, if you are using the free option, which is the VR Companion app, you will double-click on the VR Companion app, and here you want to edit place files for me. You right-click, View More Alternatives, and click Edit. Choose View More and Run Anyway. In my batch script, you want to see whether or not the directories that I have put in match the folder locations on your computer. If you did not buy the game on Steam, you will need to edit where my SuperDepth 3D VR profile should be placed. And if you did not buy the game on Epic Games, you would of course need to edit this. You need to edit the username where it says 123 and replace this with your own username on Windows. You can click Ctrl H, write in your own username and click Replace All to replace all instances of 123. Once you have edited place files for me, you can double click it, and this will create two bat files on your desktop. One is for running all of the software you are batch loading, and one is for stopping all of the software you are batch loading. So if I double click Ghost Runner Start All, as you see, this starts the VR Companion app, Joy2Key, OpenTrack, and the game. If you are using Virtual Desktop for the PC, I have also created a recommendations PDF which you can read. Here I mention some things that are nice to know, how to headlock the screen without having any delay, how to enable half side by side, some general information that is nice to know as well. The same goes for if you are using Virtual Desktop for the Quest. I have a PDF which shows which background I recommend using, how to remove the headlock delay on your screen, how to access your screen options, and how to enable half side by side. All this you can find in my batVR folder. So that's it, folks. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, folks. So with this title I haven't done anything specific with the settings other than I play with full screen 2560 by 1440 and everything on high pretty much. So like not done anything. When it comes to my profile, I'm gonna show you now how the 3D looks, but before I do that, there is some halo effects around certain objects. I've tried to tone it down, but if it's too much for you, you can head into the Reshade settings and adjust the divergence and convergence slider, and you will get rid of some of that haloing effect. But you will get less of that 3D depth than you get when you have it where I have it. So if you're unsure, you could of course just click add a new preset and duplicate my profile and make a new one. And if you're not satisfied with your changes, you can just go back to my old one. Okay. And if you want to bring up your Reshade menu, you press the Home button on your keyboard. Alright, so you guys ready? Now we're gonna demonstrate the 3D. And there we go. So here in the like intro scene, it doesn't look any spectacular, right? Because here, I mean, there's nothing to see at the moment, but once we get in here, as you see, underwater, this actually looks really nice, in my opinion. I mean, feel free to disagree with me if you disagree. Like, if you disagree, you disagree, but I think this looks pretty awesome. So I just got past that first part of the game. I'm a little baby shark getting some food.
Big game hunter once posited that after an animal had tasted human flesh, it forsakes its natural prey in a deadly single-minded search for the most dangerous game.
Cradle to the cave. So where's that? Like, man, if you're into this kind of game, like, you're in for such a treat with this thing. If this is your style, like, man. Personally, I love those experiences in VR where you can feel speed, right? And because people get motion sickness, there aren't too many like ballsy VR titles for experiencing speed. And like, most people would probably never play this in their VR headset, right? Because they're afraid of getting motion sick. But I'm guessing that if you're watching this, you probably have your VR legs. So you don't get motion sick. And you want a little bit of adrenaline rush, right? Ideally, I should probably have played through that first part again, so that you could see the same thing. But yeah, I don't want to lose my progress, man. You know what I mean? Oh, you can open up cases.
No one can tell what may be found in a shark's stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage can.
Man, this is so cool. Like, I love those weird titles that you feel like they shouldn't exist, but at the same time you just love it that they actually do. This is one of those for me. Like, it's weird that this game even exists.
The shark returns to the bottom to focus on personal transformation.
But I think if it wasn't for the Sharknado movies, I can't imagine that anyone would have made this game. Because it's kind of like, after Sharknado, you kind of have the crowd for these things, right? Ah, so, man, cool. It's some RPG mechanics in here. You can choose how he looks, man. That's cool. Really cool, man. Oh. Oh yeah, so you can like... So you'll get more stuff eventually. Catfish fever.
Exhibiting behavior more common to whales and dolphins, this shark is able to use biosonar to locate potential prey.
Biosonar. I really think like they did an amazing job with this title. So now it's just eating stuff that is the goal. I don't know. Do they want me to get up there? That doesn't seem like an easy task. Wildlife. Can be hostile. Evade. Yeah, alright. Cannot see
The
which...
seawolf has detected vibrations in the water and is searching for their source.
The hunter becomes the hunted. Okay folks, so if you enjoy this, I'm guessing you can see that for yourself, like kill 10 catfish, alright. Then yeah, most definitely, like, this is an awesome game. Okay. There you have it folks, Maneater in VR. As I said, I think the game looks beautiful with super depth 3D. I really love that game. I got it, it was like free on Epic for a little while, so but I'm guessing it's probably one of those games that will appear on Xbox Game Pass eventually. I haven't tried Reshade with Game Pass, but I'm pretty sure it works totally fine. And it's most definitely one of those games that goes on sale pretty often, and well worth it to pick up if you like Sharknado and stuff like that. Hilarious game. Okay folks, that's it for today. Catch you on the next one.